Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School. A purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House. The school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, be on top. Boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple.
One, shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the beat back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, it's purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple.
Check on your phone, make sure we're still on. And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Alton High School here in Alton, Illinois, as we get you set for some boys basketball action as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the host Alton Redbirds. I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be along on camera here in a little while, and we'll, of course, have Chris Kettler with us up in the box. So, once again, welcome into the broadcast booth up here high above the gymnasium here at Alton High School as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey in Collinsville. He and his crew, they are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That's just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We are starting off tonight having some connectivity issues. I have a big exclamation point over my Wi-Fi spot, but it appears that I am able to get on and surf the web. I tried to hook up my hotspot, but I think because we're so high up here, it's not working very well. So someone please let me know if everything's going all right. Once we get things going and rolling along right now, we're going to talk about what's going on in this game. Collinsville comes in with a record of 24-2. They are 6-1 in Southwestern Conference play, and they sit at the number 1 spot in the conference and ranked number 5 overall in the state of Illinois by the Associated Press. Alton comes in at 11-14. They are 1-7 in conference play. They are under their first-year head coach Dana Morgan, while Collinsville is coached by Darren Lee. He's in his 11th year with the Kahawks, 31st year overall, getting ready to take place in game number 938 in his career. So, a lot of work here for Collinsville, it's so to seem. I mean, you're talking about a 22-0 start. Everybody was just on the bandwagon, and rightfully so. And then all of a sudden, the last 4 games, Collinsville has won 2 and lost 2. So I had a chance a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee and talk to him about the last 4 games in particular, and plus give us a little bit of an education, if you will. So my conversation with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee coming up in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we're in Alton tonight for a big Southwestern Conference matchup between your Collinsville Kahawks and the Alton Redbirds. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. Coach, I've been hearing a lot lately about a box and one. I have no clue what that is, and for myself and for a lot of other folks out there that might not know what that is, can you please explain that to us?
Well, you got 4 guys playing a zone and 1 guy guarding the other team's best player. So the other guy, you'll see a guy chasing. If you see a guy chasing Rayshawn around, and when they come down the floor, there'll be 2 guys at the free throw line, 2 guys on the blocks playing a 4-man zone. And they're all guarding an area, so to say, and 1 guy's chasing Rayshawn around. And that's about it. And I've played it before at different times in my career, and it can work. I mean, you're going to have one of the other guys going to have to help you step up and knock some shots down, because there isn't a lot of open areas when 4 guys try to cover the whole floor. So hopefully we got some guys that can, if we see that again, we can knock some shots down.
All right, what about a diamond press? What does that explain that to us?
Well, that's what you see us play when we put KJ on the point. So you got 1-2-1-1 is the diamond, and KJ. Our guards try to push them to the corners, and we try to get a trap in the corner. So diamond, the diamond is 1-2-1 is the diamond shape. So, and sometimes you'll look out there and you might see, it depends on where guys are, you might see 1-2-2, but essentially you're going to see our big guy on the point, our guards at the free throw lines, and trying to put them in the corner, and that's when we try to trap. And you've seen us run it quite a bit. So anytime you see KJ get up on the point, on the ball, we're in our diamond press, and we had a lot of success against Alton the first game. In the second and the third quarter, when we made a run, we went to it. Now, one thing about the diamond that's happened to us is teams get better. They get better handling the ball over the course of the season. They get better at breaking presses. Like our diamond early was really, really lethal in that first tournament. I mean, it really bothered some teams, and it's kind of lost a little bit of its luster a little bit for us. But we still used it. Now we kind of try to surprise people with it.
All right, thanks for the education. Appreciate that, by the way. All right, let's talk about your team here for a minute. You guys have won 2 out of your last 4 games, starting with the O'Fallon game. Did O'Fallon kind of give other teams a blueprint on how to maybe beat Collinsville?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think that they're a good team, and we've played some really good teams. We just haven't shot it as well as we did earlier. I mean, we just haven't made shots, and some other games teams played it the same way, and we were able to make some shots basically from the arc. So that's hurt us more than anything. But O'Fallon, I think those teams are really good teams. I mean, you got to give they're good basketball teams. O'Fallon and Simeon had Curie down a while ago at half, had them down 15 just tonight. They're good. Simeon's ranked #1 in the state. So these are good. These are really good basketball teams. I was a little disappointed. I didn't think we played very well at Granite, but we did come out with a win. But that was probably the poorest we played in the 4 games, the 4-game stretch.
Talk to us about the Simeon game a little bit. You guys got off to a pretty good start right out of the gates out there, and then they made some adjustments. What did they do that frustrated your team?
Well, they went to the box, but we were ready for it. We got the shots we did. We won it. We just didn't make them. And I didn't think we got back in defense a couple times. They're a really good basketball team. So got to give them some credit.
All right. Unlike the O'Fallon loss, when you had a game the very next night, after the Simeon loss, you guys have had a week off almost before you've got to take the court again. So how's the mindset been? How's the practices been?
Been pretty good. I can't complain. Just gonna, I think it's been pretty good. We practiced. Took a couple days off, practice Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Hopefully, it's going to boil down to making open shots offensively. Defensively, keeping guys in front of us, but offensively, I think we're going to get shots. We're just going to have to make open shots.
In the Simeon loss, Rayshawn Taylor became the 2nd player in Kahok history to reach 2,000 points. Has he had a chance to enjoy that yet? Has the team had a chance to enjoy that yet?
Probably not. We're just we're worried about our next game, so we don't enjoy it as much when we lose. So, but it's certainly quite a milestone. That is extremely hard to do. Score that many points in a 4-year career.
All right, tonight you have Alton. What's the game plan?
Well, we don't know what they're going to play. They play a whole bunch of different defenses, so just to recognize their defense, and get in whatever we need to get in. They've played a zillion defenses this year, so we're not sure what they're going to play. But and defensively, cut down their penetration, and I think we have to continue to go inside, and we've heard them inside each game, so we've got to continue to do that. So get the ball into KJ, maybe Nate in there, and let those guys go to work, and then. Some of our guards, like I said earlier, they're gonna leave us open, I think. Now, the last time they started doubling the ball a lot in the second half when they got behind, so we'll have to handle some pressure.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck. Thank you. As Darren Lee, your Collinsville Kahok head basketball.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, a very good evening and welcome back to Alton High School. I am Todd Duke, Zach Roseman on the camera, Chris Kettler standing right over to my left shoulder. And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we're getting you ready for Collinsville and Alton hooking up in a big boys basketball game. You heard Coach Lee talking in the pregame show about the Simeon Curry game. Well, that game is now a final, and Simeon ended up winning that contest by a score of 79-69 as we bring in Chris Kettler now. And you heard the coach's interview there, Mr. Kettler, and one thing that kept on repeating itself is we got to hit some shots. We got to start making some shots. We need to hit our shots.
Yeah, that's my thought all week long. Just got to knock down the shots. I thought defensively, the two games we've lost has been, pretty solid there. That's not a lot of points to overcome. 54-55. You go back to Simeon. They're going for the Chicago championship now this week. They're a very good team, but they they shut down Ray Sean with their 2 quick guards and left the other guys open, and we just didn't knock down the shots. So that's what it came down to. I think they'll be able to have some open guys here tonight against Alton. There's been some big numbers put up against Alton throughout the season, so I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities here to get ourselves out of this funk here for shooting-wise.
Well, we're going to have to, because the remaining schedule is all against Southwestern Conference opponent Edwardsville, both the Belleville teams, and East St. Louis. So it's not going to get easier.
No, definitely not. You got time to focus in on this conference championship. The Kahoks have the 1-game lead in the loss column, so they're in the driver's seat as far as getting that win out, and no doubt they'll get the conference championship if you just keep winning.
So after a 22-0 start to the year, Collinsville is 2-2 in their last 4 games, and we can go down them for you. They lost to O'Fallon 55-41. Then back-to-back wins against Normal, 54-35, and then that game that almost went down to the wire. Matter of fact, it did go down to the wire. That win at Granite City, 51-48, and then the loss to Simeon, 54-45. And if you add all that up, Chris, we've only been outscored by 1 point, 192-191.
Right. I think defense was the key to that, keeping the Kahoks in the game, not giving up a lot. Like I said before, it's just all about knocking down shots, putting more points on the board than the other teams.
Alton, on the other hand, not the same team that knocked Collinsville out of the regional playoffs last year. They have 2 3-game winning streaks on the year to the Redbirds, 3 3-game losing streaks. And if they lose this game tonight, it'll be their first 4-game streak of the year off a loss streak. They're coming off of back-to-back Southwestern Conference losses, 59-56 at Edwardsville last Thursday. And then a week ago tonight, they lost to Belleville West 84-70, and they are not the same team they were last year, but you can't overlook anyone in this conference.
They're a dangerous shooting team. I think at times they get real streaky with stuff like that, but it's a good Alton team nevertheless, though, that has underachieved here throughout the season, especially in conference. But they battled back against Edwardsville. I saw that game, forced that into overtime. And even when it looked like they were down and out in the overtime, they still made it very interesting at the very end of the game. So some close games for Alton there.
And the teams met, as we all know, at Collinsville on December 20th. That was the last game before the Big Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic. Collinsville won that one 76-63. And next up for Alton, by the way, is they don't play another game until a week from tonight when they host Edwardsville here on this floor. So they're going to have a little bit of time off between this game and their next game. Let's see. JV won 66-53.
Yeah.
And that was a nice win for them, and they really closed it out late in that game on a couple of nice runs back and forth on the floor, and congratulations to them. So it's break time. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to pass along the starting rosters to you. All that and more coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, welcome back to Alton High School. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman, Chris Kettler along with you as we're just about ready to go here for some high school boys basketball. Here are your starters tonight. First for the Alton Redbirds, you will find 4 of the 5 that started the game in Collinsville on the floor. Maury Woods, the 6-foot senior on there. Jamarcus Gary, the 6'1 junior. Andrew Jones, the 5'11 senior. Kylan Rivers, a 6'1 senior, and Jonathan Bowling, the 6'5 senior. Bowling was not in the starting 5 the last time these two teams met. That would have been Dante Herron, the 6'3 junior. For Collinsville, the same starting 5 as usual. Kawan Smith, the 5'9 senior. Rayshawn Taylor, the 6'1 senior. Nate Hall, the 6'7 junior. Laurent Gelladini, the 6'3 senior, and Kedrian Jones, the 6'7 senior. You were talking about it earlier there, Chris, but coming into this game, you mentioned Alton does have some firepower. They score 64.3 points per game, while Collinsville is at 62.9. But it's the defensive side of Alton's game that is struggling a bit, as they're averaging giving up 66 points a game, while Collinsville is only giving up 44. That's a 22-point difference.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some high point totals put up against Alton. You get behind them and pound it inside. It's a weak part of their game. Get some points in on them, but like I said, they have a lot of firepower. They do like to fire up some threes, so that can be a great equalizer as far as Alton goes. But even when they fall behind, they don't stop. You can look at that tournament game. Kahoks got up something like 16-0 out of the gate, but Alton was battling there all the way to the very end. The Kahoks still won that one by a good amount of points.
Maury Woods leads his Alton Redbirds in points this year with 320, averaging 13.9 a game. Rayshawn Taylor, of course, the leader for Collinsville. 638 points, 24.5. That used to be 25 points a game. It's gone down just a little bit here, and we're just about ready to get underway. Collinsville, the road team, they're dressed in their all purple uniforms, white numbers, and the word Collinsville written across the front. Alton Redbirds, they're the home team. They're in white, and the numbers and letters are in red, and the word Alton written across the fronts of their jerseys. Nate Hall wins the tip-off. Collinsville gets it back to Kawan Smith, and we are underway here in quarter number 1. Here is Kawan Smith at the top of the key. Gives it up to Gelladini over on the left wing, now to the right side for Nate Hall. Back over to Gelladini, and just outside the lane for Jones, and back to Hall. He'll dribble and drive and pull up right at the free throw line, offset left. Hall now on the wing to Smith, to Gelladini. Nate Hall pops one, good for 2.
Lots of opportunities there. They did wait till they got the best open shot possible, and it's good to see get the first one down here out of the gate. Nate Hall.
Rayshon Taylor did not touch that ball at all that go around. Here is Kawan Smith with a steal. Couldn't finish though. And then Collinsville misses on the rebound effort, and that ball ends up going out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by Jones.
Mr. Collinsville set that pace. Say, hey, you want to focus on Rayshon? We got some other guys can knock some shots down.
That's right. I was just going to say the same thing before the turnover. All right, so here's Alton with it on offense for the second go-around. They turn the ball over, and a dribble drive by Rivers is blocked off by Rayshon Taylor. So back out front we go, and that is Bowling with it. And Bowling gets it right back in the paint, off the glass, and good for two.
Good movement there by Alton there. Kahoks did get a little mixed up. Bowling was able to lay it in.
There's Nate Hall right in front of the Alton bench. Now around the horn we go, and back the other way. Now Rayshon touches it for the first time on offense. Right there at the end of the Redbird bench. Back out to the top for Smith. Just underway here in this first quarter. 6:30 to go. Here is Kedrian Jones. Off the glass, good for two.
Matchup I like there. KJ able to go inside on Bowling.
Over on the far side, Jones with the ball. It makes his way to the top of the key, gives it up to Bowling. Now back over on the far side for Rivers. Rivers in front of the Kahok bench, dribbles and drives. That's off the heel of Geladini's foot, and it finds its way to Nate Hall, who gives to Taylor off the glass. No good on the shot, but Rayshon is going to the free throw line.
Touched on it there in the pregame with Coach Lee that Rayshon gone over 2,000 points in his career.
Kylon Rivers with the foul. Then we're going to have to listen. Okay, there it is. I finally put it up on the board. Rayshon coming in 72.4% from that charity stripe, and just like the shot that he just missed, that one did the same thing. Rayshon has made 144 of 199 free throw shots. That one was his 200th try on the year. That one's good. And with 2 minutes gone here in this first quarter, Collinsville is up by 3. Here are the Redbirds and Woods. Woods led his team with 20 points in that loss to Collinsville earlier in the year at CHS. Now back over to Woods. He lost control of the ball, but he was fouled, and that's why he lost control. And I believe we're going to have a foul coming up against Kawan Smith. Nope, they're going to call it against Geladini.
Yeah, Geladini reaches across Woods' body there and on the right side and fouls him when the ball was on his left hand.
Each team now with one foul. And Alton will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Maury Woods is the trigger man. And in it goes. Nope. Won't. Rolls around the rim. Collinsville gets the rebound. And here is Taylor. Rayshon, top of the key to Geladini. He gets bumped off a little bit, but no call. Now Kawan Smith, free throw line. Can't get it to fall in. Rebound. Kedrian Jones is fouled. And it looks like KJ is going to go to the line for two.
Heck of a job there. KJ almost acting. I don't know if he even really secured the ball, but kind of did the move that he was going up enough with the ball to send him to the line.
Bowlers picks up the foul, and Jones hits the first free throw. KJ comes in hitting 61.9% of his shots. One more try here for the big man from Collinsville. That's good as well. 7-2, 5-point lead belongs to the Kahawks. Here is Woods, gets the ball over to Rivers. Rivers, top of the key, now over onto the far side wing for Bowling. Bowling, back out toward midcourt to Jones. He flies through the lane, has that ball picked right out of his hands by Kawan Smith. Underhand, can't get it to go. And then Geladini does. He'll put it back in for two. So far, we're seeing a little bit of a shooting struggle there for Kawan Smith. He's already missed a couple, and they're just kind of swooping in and out.
Tough to make that one up there with a taller guy in front of you. Just was lucky to get it there in on the rim. Geladini cleans it up, but Alton trying to pound the ball inside a little bit, and it's really not working out for him. Collins with a couple of steals, and then another turnover there by Alton. Forces Dana Morgan to call a timeout.
Yep. Alton uses one of their 5 timeouts, so they're left with 4. And we have 5:05 left to play here in this opening quarter. 9-2. Almost have this double buzzer sound going on here. Did you notice that when you were down there keeping score?
Their console for the scoreboard is a little banged up. They may want to look into a new controller there for the scoreboard, because look at the clock. Sometimes the time goes off.
Yeah, it has a very loud buzz, then followed by a soft buzz that kind of carries on for a little while. Here is Woods over to Bowling. Back to action and less about buzzers. Woods for 3. That one hits the front of the rim, and the rebound ends up going out of bounds, and that's the 4th turnover for Alton here in this first quarter.
Alton took the 3-point shot, and everybody jumped back in the defense. No Chaos got in possession for the rebound, just goes out of bounds, untouched.
Clock stopped with 4:45 there for a minute. Now it's stuck at 43. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Is it just that clock, or is it all of them? I guess all of them.
I think all of them have their own problems.
Collinsville's first turnover of the game, and it will not turn into 2 points until Maury Woods gets a hold of it after the miss by Rivers. Collinsville still up, this time by 5. Here's Kawan Smith over to Geladini. Geladini back to Smith, kicks it into the corner. Rayshawn bluffs the 3 and thought about baseline for a minute, brought it back out. Now Rayshawn again with a little head fake, baseline shot, and that was a little off angle. Kadrian Jones trying to put it back up, and he's fouled, and we'll head back to the free throw line. No? They're going to call it on the floor, huh?
Well, it seemed pretty quick there, I thought.
Yeah, I can see it on that board over there, even though they're not putting it up there very quick. All right, Rayshawn. He becomes the trigger man underneath the Collinsville basket. Out to Smith. Smith back to Taylor. And now back over to Taylor on the left wing, top of the key, and now just outside the lane for KJ. 3-point shot, Geladini, and he can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Alton. Here comes Jones. He'll hand the ball off to Rivers. Now back out front for Woods. Over here on this wing for Jones. He'll launch a 3-pointer, and he'll hit it. Makes it a 2-point game just like that. Here is Kawan Smith across the timeline. 3:25 left to play here in this opening quarter. Now over to Nate Hall. Back to Smith, and now Geladini. Geladini back over to Smith. And Nate Hall for 3 from the corner. That one misses the mark as well. I know it's early and we haven't seen a lot, but some of these shots aren't falling for Collinsville. That's been the theme here lately.
Now Alton got their 3 and it fall down their first attempt, and Collins goes back-to-back on a couple 3-point attempts, and neither of them go down.
Hate to start seeing the Kahawks getting into their own heads, but that stuff starts to mess with you after a while. There's a inbound tip in midair by Maury Woods, and we are tied 9-9. Here's Geladini to Kawan Smith. Over to Geladini, now over to Taylor. He'll launch a 3-point shot. That one's a little bit short.
Short out the hand. Not much on it.
Rebound belongs to Woods. And Alton back to work offensively, looking to take their first lead. Handoff goes to Gary. And now a whistle, and looks like Nate Hall is going to be guilty of a foul. No, they're going to call that one against Geladini. That'll be his second. And a timeout taken by Collinsville head coach Darren Lee, so we'll step aside as well, and we're back in just a mere 30 seconds on the Kahok Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman back with you from Alton High School. 9-9, 2:39 left to play here in this opening quarter. As Alton has the ball on the offensive side of things, they inbound, and it comes into Gary. Gary over on the far side now for Rivers, and back to Gary it goes, top of the key. He'll dribble and drive just outside the right side of the lane, and over the whole entire basket it goes. Keydreen Jones is there for Collinsville with the rebound, up to Kawan Smith. Smith crosses the timeline with 2:20 left to play here in this first quarter. Over to Nate Hall, now to Rayshawn Taylor, back over to Smith, and David Granger is into the game now for Gelladini. Here is Smith, and that's just a two-pointer, but still nice to see Kawan hit one from out deep. Here's Woods with the ball for the Redbirds. A little dribble drive and sandwiched in between KJ and Rayshawn. And now they're going to give that one to Jones. That'll be his first, team third.
They might have been able to get Rayshawn that just as Woods was driving in before he got to the collision with KJ, but they'll give it to him on the shot.
Maury Woods at the free throw line, and he hits the first one. Woods coming into this game, 52.4 from the charity stripe. And he misses on the second, and there is Jones with the rebound for Collinsville. He'll give the ball up to Smith, and once again, Collinsville will bring it up on offense. Over to Nate Hall on the right wing. Hall getting bothered there by Rivers, gets rid of it over to Smith. Smith to Taylor. Taylor drives, baseline, little 3-foot jumper is good for two, and Rayshawn now with 3 points in the game. Came into tonight 40 points away from tying the all-time mark in Collinsville Kahok boys basketball history. Here is Rivers. Hands the ball off to Woods. Woods drives, this time left side of the lane, high off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Rayshawn Taylor is there with the rebound. Here comes Taylor. Being shadowed the whole way up by Woods. Now in the corner, Smith for three. That one bounces just a little bit short. And there is Rivers with the rebound for Alton. They bring it up. Smith almost stole it right back. Now back over here to Jones. Jones back over to Woods. Woods over here on the wing for Rivers, and we have a foul before the shot's even being made. And it looks like we're going to have an offensive foul. Nope. Going to call it against Granger.
Granger trying to get through the screen to everything he could. Too much of a shove there, and Granger in there replaced Gelladini, who had 2 fouls, picks up one of his own.
Inbound pass comes into Bowling. Around the horn it goes, and Rivers gives it up to Woods. Woods back over on the far side for Jones. Jones, one bounce back to Woods and then to Rivers, and now over here, just into the game, is Cameron Edwards. Edwards, a 6'2" sophomore, now a three-point shot top of the key. That one swoops in and out of the basket. Ball on the floor, and that one is out of bounds. Last touched by Alton. 5th turnover for the Redbirds. Stops the clock with 38 seconds left, and Kawan Smith brings it up now for Collinsville. Kahawks have a lead, 13-10. Closing seconds here of this first quarter. Smith heels in the logo area with the big angry-looking Redbird here at Alton High School.
Gonna hold for the last shot here.
Down to 10 seconds. Smith works his way over to the left side. Gives to Rayshawn Taylor with 5 seconds left. Taylor drives, free throw line, shot, no good, and Taylor is going to go to the line with .9 on the clock. Foul is going to belong to Rivers. That'll be his second. Team's fourth. Each team now with 4.
Shot just about went down, just rimmed out. Otherwise, it could have been a 3-point play, but
Rayshawn back up at the free throw line. Went 1 for 2 earlier.
this is the first one.
One more coming to the Collinsville senior. And just like the last time, he misses the first one, hits the second one. Not enough time left, but a heave-ho down the court, and at the buzzer, that should do it. I don't know why the buzzer didn't go off, but it didn't.
The clock is, like we said, is malfunctioning kind of, and
little delayed reaction there. So the end of one, we will go to quarter number 2 after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman all back with you from Alton High School after one quarter of play in the books. Collinsville with a 4-point lead, 14-10. As we are just about ready to get the second quarter underway. I think we witnessed in the first quarter that Collinsville still working on trying to find their shot. I think we started to find it there toward the end, hopefully.
A few missed shots, can't make them all.
Nope.
Ballinger in here to start the second quarter as Nate Hall grabs a seat.
Alton with the ball to start off the second quarter, and over to Maury Woods it goes. Woods with the ball over his head and fires it to Lonnie Tate, who's seeing his first action here in this game. Tate, a 6-foot senior. Back out to Jones, long three-point shot. That one hits the rim, won't fall in. And there's a rebound by Rayshon Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up and drives the lane himself, tries to dump it off to KJ, but KJ wasn't ready for it. It bounces off the big man right to Taylor, and Taylor puts it in for two.
And Alton just throws it away here. Jones was looking for Edwards there, and Edwards couldn't control it. Back to Rayshon's bucket there. He tried to dish it off to KJ, but he probably should just went up with for it in the first place, but good recovery there to get the basket.
Got a fortunate bounce off the big man himself, so here's Bollinger over to Taylor, back to Bollinger, and now around the way we go, and Granger with it. Granger over to Ballinger, and now we're going to have problems with the clock, and referee blows the whistle because things are wonky.
Well, the thing is it's running on the controller, and the scoreboard just...
Well, and they had Collinsville up there with 16 points, and they only had 15. And then they changed it back. And, of course, the clock is messing up, too, so...
So Kuznarek down there helping his guys along.
So you guys are going to have to whip your phones out of your pockets and put a stopwatch on this game. All right.
That's actually in the rules. I believe it says the timer is supposed to have like a secondary timing device.
Yeah. Now they have given Collinsville 16. So I'm confused. I'll add it up here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yeah.
14-10 in the first quarter. Rayshon made the bucket. Alton's throwing the ball away. Now Collinsville's ball here.
Inbound pass comes into the backcourt, so we're figuring it out and getting back to action here. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Here is Granger, gives it to Taylor, who gives it to Smith. Smith from about 8 feet out hits it.
There you go. In the corner of that volleyball line there. A good shot by Kawan. It's knocked him down so far.
Here is Maury Woods. Maury up to the free throw line. Gets it to Cameron Schultz, and now back it goes to Tate. Tate drives, and then Schultz gets the loose ball. Here is Bowling up underneath, baseline area for Tate. And now back out front we go, and that's Maury Woods with it on the left wing. Trying to crossover dribble in front of Rayshon Taylor. That worked for just a moment. And then a second attempt by Maury Woods. Won't go in either. Here is Rayshon, dumps it off to Smith. Smith gets fouled, no call. And then a loose ball picked up by Alton. They bring it up, and now a foul will be going against Kadrian Jones, which will send Cameron Edwards to the free throw line. Edwards on the year, 78.8 from the free throw line this year, 26 of 33. It's a pretty good average.
Fortunate break for KJ there, and wasn't so sure he should have got the first foul, and then gets caught back here, and with really no other choice but to foul, gets the second one, and Nate Hall will come back in the game.
Cameron Edwards, a lefty shooter down there. as Nate Hall checks back in. Jones to the bench now. And the southpaw ready to go and hits both of them. 18-12, Collinsville up by 6. 6-10 left to play here in quarter number 2. Here is Quan Smith over onto the wing for Ballinger. Now Granger will launch a 3. That one skips off the outside of the rim. Taylor is there with the rebound. Right back to Granger. Steps in a little bit, takes the shot, and hits it for 2. Granger on the board for the first time tonight.
There you go, good idea. Rayshon, just go right back to him. Step in a little bit. Find your shot now.
There is Edwards. Hands the ball off to Tate. And now a 3-point shot coming from way downtown off of the hands of Schultz. And that one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Collinsville once again. Back to work we go. Ballinger just over the rim. And then it's tipped over back into the corner by Granger. He was hoping for somebody wearing the purple jersey to get on over there, but that didn't happen. And now Maury Woods almost with a little stutter. Oh! Rayshon coming in for a block, but he was up in midair during the whistle. Offensive foul?
Granger there stepping in front of Woods. That's what forced Woods to go up. But with the contact still after that, he was still the shooter. Tough foul to take there.
So now Gelladini, Jones, and Granger have 2 fouls each, and that accounts for all 6 fouls in this first half. Maury Woods at the free throw line, misses. Woods set for his second shot. That one's short. Rebound belongs to Smith. Collinsville brings it up. And it is Smith over to Ballinger. Ballinger over to Granger. Granger on the right side. Ballinger on the wing. Now a handoff to Taylor on that right wing. He's almost double teamed as Taylor. Gets it to Ballinger. Ballinger dribbles with the left hand. Back out toward midcourt for Smith. Smith over to Taylor. Taylor tries to thread the needle underneath to Granger, but stepping right in front of that was Maury Woods. He picked that pass right off, and then he travels. No, they're going to call a foul. Little arm bar going on. That one's going to go against Woods. It'll be his first. Team's 5th.
Woods clearing space there that he wasn't going to do anything with. Oh, that's the foul there. Ballinger will grab a seat, and I see Gelladini back in there for his first time since he got that second foul after the timeout.
There is Granger. Bounces to Hall. Finds Smith wide open just inside the 3-point line. That one's a little short. Granger with the rebound. Puts it back up and in.
There you go. Granger's been doing a good job rebounding all year. He just got to get back here on defense.
Oh. Stays with Alton, though. As Andrew Jones checks back into the game.
Cats were almost a little slow to get back there on defense, but Alton helped out a bit with some bad passes.
Inbound pass comes in and finds Gary. Gary back to Edwards over on the far side for Maury Woods. Now back into the corner for Gary. Back out for Edwards. Tate. Gary. Woods for 3. Good. He scored 20 against us in the game at our place. Gotta watch out for him. Here's Granger. Granger will launch a 3. That one's woefully short. I could see that one. It left his hands. Nate Hall with the rebound and turns around. Little hook shot off the high glass. Good for 2.
Yeah, that one used all that glass there to get that one down and in. I don't know why Granger's to come to the pressure there to shoot that 3, and now Alton's going to throw this away.
Woo! Almost. Nate Hall almost wasn't able to keep that one in. There was Gelladini. Back to Nate Hall. Thought about the 3, and then Gelladini into the paint. Hop, skip, and a jump. Good for 2.
That's the lane there to get into the paint. That's a shot he can make.
3:20 left to play here in this first half. Oh, lost the ball, did Woods. Finds it just in time to give it to Jones, though. And then back to Woods. Woods into the corner now for Gary. Gary works his way into the paint area, and then Geladini's going to pick up his third foul.
Yeah, he overcommitted there to.
That's going to get Bollinger back up off the bench quickly.
Yeah, he overcommitted there to Gary, going to his right. Then he switched to the left, came across the body with the foul.
Jamarcus Gary at the free throw line for Alton for the first time tonight. 61.9% on the year from that spot. His first shot, good. Gary's on the board for the first time tonight. 3:04 left to play. First half. Collinsville led by 4 at the end of 1, 14-10. Right now, Kahoks are up by 10 at 26-16. One more free throw coming for the junior, Jamarcus Gary. It's airborne and through. Taylor with the inbound now, and here comes Collinsville as they transition their way from the back court to the front court. That's Kawan Smith crossing the mid-court stripe. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Here is Bollinger. Bollinger hands the ball off to Taylor. Taylor with a high pass over to Smith. He'll pull up and take a baseliner that's good for 2 more.
Has he missed yet? Skeet's been pretty consistent here tonight, knocking him down.
Yeah, ever since those first couple of misses, I don't think he has missed. There's a 3-point shot from Godfrey by Cameron Edwards. 8-point game now, 28-20, another whistle. And this is going to be a foul against the man who just hit that big 3-point shot, Cameron Edwards. It's going to be his first, team 6th. So one more, and Collinsville will be going to the free throw line. Right now, they're going to inbound from underneath of their own basket. Rayshawn Taylor will be the trigger man.
Kahoks looked for any kind of lob or something there to
now what?
Hall, and now we got a stoppage.
Not a clue. They were just trying to get everybody in position down there on the floor. I have no idea why the referee went over to the table. Now they're, what are they, taking Edwards out? Did he come out and then re-enter illegally? Inbound pass comes in from Taylor to Smith. Back to Taylor and back to Smith on the left wing. Now to the right side for Bollinger. Back over to Smith. Just outside the lane to Hall. Into the corner. Rayshawn bluffs the 3-point shot and then bluffs the drive and tries to throw a pass over to Granger, but it falls right into the hands of one of the Redbirds. And now a 3-point shot from the corner that rattles but won't fall in for Jones. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Skeet in the paint. Throws it out to Bollinger. Bollinger. Oh. Another turnover by Collinsville.
Yeah, the figure out this game, Kahoks trying to force the issue, but we're never really in control.
No.
That whole possession.
And now a foul is going to be called on Bollinger as he tripped up Jones as Jones was just entering the perimeter. Now the referees are going to talk about it. They're going to say, yeah, it's a foul. The other one was asking, you sure it wasn't a travel? Nope, it was a foul. Okay.
That'll send Alton to the line for bonus.
They call that one against Nate Hall? I thought that was Bollinger that was there. Nate Hall's first, team 8th. Now what? Referees are discombobulated here right now. Clock problems don't help. All right, now we got it all figured out. At the free throw line is going to be Andrew Jones. Jones hitting 63.6% of his shots from the free throw line this year, and he hits that one. 7-point lead for Collinsville, 28-21, 1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Jones floats up another one and hits both. Tell you what, Alton's not doing too bad of a job from the free throw line, that's for sure. Lead has shrunk down to 6. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith gives it up to Granger. Granger back to Smith for 3 from the corner. That one, wow. Just went, almost right across the line. And now they're going to say that Jones had his foot out of bounds when he caught that ball. Or is that what they're going to say? It is what they're going to say.
He stepped out. He walked the baseline there before heading up court. Stepped out of bounds here. Let's get the ball back.
Out to Smith it goes, and then over to Ballinger on the left wing. Ballinger back to Smith, now to Granger. Granger to Ballinger, and all the way around the outside of the perimeter this ball stays right now for Collinsville. As the clock continues to wind down, 1:05 left to play here in the second. To Granger, just inside the perimeter. That one's a little short, but it comes right back at him, and now a jump ball call. Possession arrow remains in favor of Collinsville.
Granger knocked down one of those earlier.
Can't stop trying to shoot.
Especially when you made it before, you're going to have all the confidence in the world.
Here is the inbound, and it goes to Smith. Over to Ballinger. 50 seconds left to play here in this first half. Rayshawn Taylor. One-arm pass over to Ballinger, and now Taylor gets the ball back at midcourt. Being guarded there by Jones. Taylor into the paint, off the glass. What a nice feed on the give and go between Taylor and David Granger.
3 guys collapsed there in on Taylor and left Granger wide open. Good eyes to dish it off.
Oh! Another big old 3-pointer for Edwards.
Alton gets hot from the threes. Here at the end of the
Scoreboard's
quarter.
wrong. We have 30. They have 25.
Yeah, it's 25. I think it's just acting up, I think.
Yeah, scoreboard here has it 28-25. 9 seconds to go. Here is Taylor. Taylor over on the right wing, top of the key. Kawan Smith dribbles, drives, shot, no good. Granger can't get it to finish. And then at the buzzer, all the way down court, that one goes. And it falls just a little bit short. And Collinsville will take a 30-25 lead into the locker room at halftime. And speaking of halftime, now time for the Cafe Agape halftime show. Brought to you by Ron McGee and all the fine folks over at Cafe Agape in Collinsville. The St. Louis Road location is back open once again. So stop on by for a burger or two. How about a pulled pork sandwich or a pork steak? They have dinners as well as sandwich platters. And they also do some catering and a mighty fine job of it, as a matter of fact. Give Ron McGee a call today, 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And we are back with that halftime show in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And once again, welcome back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network, where we have a halftime score of 30-25, 5-point lead for your Collinsville Kahawks. They had a 4-point lead at the end of one quarter of play, then outscored Alton 16-15 in that second quarter to tack on the one extra point. Leading scorer in this one is shared duty on the Alton side of things, as Maury Woods and Cameron Edwards both have 8 points. 5 points for Andrew Jones, and then 2 each for Jamarcus Gary and Jonathan Bowling. Leading scorer for Collinsville, also a shared responsibility with 3. Kawan Smith, Rayshawn Taylor, and David Granger all have 6 points. And then you have Nate Hall, Laurent Geladini, and Kedrian Jones, all with 4 points. From the lines, Collinsville has tried 6 shots from beyond the 3-point stripe and have not hit one of them. They are 0 for 6, while on the other side, that's what's keeping Alton into this game, as they have hit 4 of 8 from beyond the 3-point line. From the free throw line, Collinsville has hit 4 of 6, while Alton has hit 7 of 10. The Redbirds have committed 7 turnovers, while Collinsville has committed 5. And the Redbirds are trailing in the rebound department. Collinsville has 14, and Alton has 6. Out of town scores that we have for you right now. We have Belleville East over O'Fallon by a score of 15-8. Other boys scores that we have for you at halftime: Centralia over Cahokia by a score of 33-22. Also at the half, Mount Vernon over Altoff Catholic by a score of 37-22. And in girls action, regional championship game between Father McGivney and Metro East Lutheran right now being won by Father McGivney by a score of 53-42. to 27. 30-25 here at the half. We'll take a break, come back, second half action. That'll be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business. Whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Once again, welcome back to Alton High School. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman is on the camera with us tonight, and Chris Kettler is on the other microphone. Mr. Kettler, your thoughts on the first half?
Good half by the Kahawks. Foul trouble, I think, was a bit of a difference here. Kind of keep Alton in this game. They got hot. A couple three-pointers there. So good 5-point lead for the Kahawks. You know, see if we can extend this out here. Have a better second half as far as fouls go. Just I think Alton's going to have a really good shooting night. They want to have a chance to beat Collinsville here tonight, and they'd have to get knocked out a whole lot of shots. So we'll see how if Collinsville's defense can just hold up here and get enough points here tonight to win this game.
Taking a look at the history between these two teams, goes all the way back a long ways. I believe 1911-12 season was the very first game. Collinsville has won 165 games against the Alton Redbirds, while Alton has beaten Collinsville 80 times over all that time that's gone by. 1-5 in the playoffs, Collinsville is, against Alton over the last 20 years, so they've kind of owned us in the playoffs, especially over the last couple of decades. We are back to action here in this second half. We're underway, and Alton starts off with the ball in quarter number 3. And here is Gary. He drives to the top of the key and then gives the ball over to Rivers on the wing. Rivers drives in, hop, skip, and a jump through the lane. Can't get it to fall. And Kedreen Jones is there with the rebound, and Rayshawn Taylor couldn't hold on to it. Got some pressure from behind by Maury Woods. I thought Woods knocked it out of his hands.
This is KJ. Well, KJ passed it over to Rayshawn wasn't expecting Woods there, and Rayshawn just kind of spun around. The ball went off his hands last as he spun around.
That one goes into the backcourt on the inbound, but because it was a change of possession pass, that was allowed. Everybody thought it was going to be a backcourt violation. Here at the top of the key is Gary, and he fires a pass over to Woods. Now over to Rivers in front of his bench. He comes away from there and gives it back to Woods. We're underway here in quarter number 3. 5-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Andrew Jones. Jones trying to hand the ball off. He handed it off to the wrong person. Turnover for Alton. Here is Nate Hall off the glass. Can't get it to go, but KJ is there to clean up the trash and put it in for 2 more.
Collinsville basically had a 4-on-1 there. Nate Hall didn't get the first one, but KJ finished off here. Now they're going to get Woods on a offensive foul.
That'll be the second on Woods on the night. And Collinsville back up by 7 now. Kahoks have led by as much as 10. Then Alton came climbing back in, especially after a couple of 3-point shots from Cameron Edwards that was, I think, taken down by Raging Rivers Water Park. Here's Nate Hall in front of his bench. To Jones, baseline, getting double teamed. Someone's got to be open. One bounce, and Jones picks it up, tries to find Geladini. And that was a bad idea, trying to bounce past one on the baseline. And that was a travel that wasn't called there by Jamarcus Gary, but Collinsville picks up that rebound. And then Adrian Jones is tripped up as he goes up for a basket. Still no whistle. And now they're going to say that one was off of Taylor as well. Man.
Just glad KJ didn't get called for that charge underneath there. Crashing in to get the layup there. Might have wanted to wait for some extra troops down there.
Hey, if KJ was double teamed, somebody had to be open. That was a nice rejection there by Rayshawn Taylor. And now the bounce pass comes from KJ back to Taylor, who gets it up over here on this left wing for Hall. He tried to penetrate, no room to move around Rivers, and then Rayshawn goes up for a shot. He's fouled, so Mr. Taylor will head to the line for 2.
It reset something in the scoreboards here, so now it shows everybody with 0 points other than who scored in this half.
Yeah.
So
maybe they just reset the whole thing. I don't know.
Alton called
now we're going to have a timeout called by the Alton Redbirds, so we will step aside as well, and we are back in just 1 minute here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Todd Duke, Zach Roseman, and Chris Keller are back with you from Alton High School as we have 5:57 left to play here in this third quarter. Just underway, really. Kahok Wrestlers are in sectional competition in Quincy this weekend. Matter of fact, it started at 4 o'clock this afternoon. For what I understand, Joey Pachoki has made it to the semifinals. We'll try to update all that, or somebody will. Well, I'm leaving tomorrow morning when I wake up to go to Nashville, so I'm going to have enough time to go home and type up the story for this basketball game, and that's going to be about it. So I'm going to rely on everyone else out there in Kahok country to keep everybody updated. You know, as a visitor to our Facebook page, you can make a post, so I encourage you to do so. If you are attending either the girls' sectional bowling match tomorrow or the sectional wrestling tournament, the CMS middle school 8th graders are in state competition, but Dr. Chris McCluskey is going to be at that game because his son is in that game, so he'll keep me up to date on that, or keep you guys up to date on that one. Taylor hits one of the two, and after that, Alton with the ball. Into the corner it goes for Gary. Gary dribbles his way back out and then over to Bowling and then back over this way for Jones. Launches a three-point shot, nothing but net. Second three-point shot for Jones tonight.
Yeah, he had that one earlier that brought Alton back from the Kahoks' initial 7-point lead. Gives them their first points here this second half. Wide open three.
Here's Smith. Stops over on the right wing, bounces one into Geladini. Back to Smith, and they'll play catch for a minute. Geladini for three, yes!
There we go, we can do that. Good answer back. Geladini, not the first choice you would think would come out and knock down a three, but we'll take it.
Yes, we will. First three-pointer made tonight by Collinsville. Puts them 1 for 7. Here is Rivers. He'll skip through the lane and pull one up in front of the free throw line. No good. And then a foul on Geladini. That's going to be his 4th.
Well, that just comes down to rebounding there. Somebody's got to step in and get that rebound. You're not going to give that second chance opportunity to Bowling and get a big-time foul here.
Jonathan Bowling doesn't see a lot of varsity playing time, even though he got the start here tonight. He is only 3 of 4 from the free throw line on the varsity side.
So bring Logan Carlisle into action for the Kahawks. Hasn't seen much action lately. Had a bit of an ankle injury around the time of the Beverly East tournament. He's slowed up and his playing time has went down, but he's out here late in the second half of this game.
36-29 in favor of Alton. One more shot coming for Bowling. Oh, excuse me, he didn't make that shot, did he?
I missed it.
I don't know why I pressed that button. See, I should have just left it alone. Now it's 36-29. Collinsville with the ball. Leading by 7 are the Kahawks. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith works his way over toward the right side, back over to the left side for Hall for 3. That one's too strong. And the rebound tipped around for a while and finally settles down into the hands of the Alton Redbirds. They bring it up, and here is Bowling. Bowling back over to Woods. Woods will launch a 3 from the left wing. That one's short. And Logan Carlisle got a hand on it and tipped it. That let Collinsville handle it. Now we're going to have a blocking foul. That's going to be called against Alton. And it's going to go against Jamarcus Gary.
2 guys in there underneath for Alton. Rayshon surprisingly gets the shot off and draws the foul. Doesn't get the basket. Missed 1 or 2 every time at the line, right?
Yeah.
And a chance to knock down them both.
Yep, did that twice in the first half. So far here in the second half, he's done the same thing. Now he hits the first one. Taylor. Waits the referee to bounce him the ball. That job is finished. Taylor makes both. Now Collinsville putting on some pressure in the backcourt. They fire it up to Woods, and Woods tries to enter the zone, can't do it. Back out to the top of the key, wide open 3-point shot. That one misses the mark off of the hands of Andrew Jones. Nate Hall pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, we're going to work it around the perimeter here. It goes all the way over to Carlisle.
Carlisle in the corner right at the end of his bench. Now out to Smith, over to Hall. Bounce pass into the zone. Rayshon over the head pass to Smith into the corner, back for Carlisle. Now back to Smith. He'll try a 3-pointer. That one's good.
There you go.
Now we're hitting some threes.
Skeet knocks down 3. He had a long shot earlier. That was a 2. Just work the ball around the perimeter and then find the 3-pointer.
Collinsville almost got another turnover there with that backcourt pressure. But Alton breaks it, brings it up. Jones fires it over to Woods. Back to Jones it goes. Over into the corner for Gary. One dribble and a drive and almost tripped up. Gets the ball to Bowling. Now back over this way for Jones. Jones guarding Jones. Back over to Woods. Woods. That was a slingshot pass over to Rivers, man. That thing had some zip on it.
They're slinging it all over the perimeter there. Now here comes Rivers trying to get inside.
No good there, and there's KJ with the rebound for Collinsville. Up to Taylor. Taylor dribbles into the perimeter and then throws the ball away. I think he was trying to throw it over to Nate Hall, and I think he might have got his arm tipped to make that ball go in the different direction, but I guess not enough skin contact for the referee to blow the whistle. That is the 7th turnover for Collinsville here in this game. 41-29. We're down to 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Inbound pass comes in, and up court comes Andrew Jones. Fires a pass over to Rivers. Rivers on the wing. Now back over onto the other side for Woods. Woods will hand the ball off to Jones. Jones almost lost that dribble. Now back to Woods. Woods has the ball knocked out of his hands by none other than Mr. Skeet Smith. Over to Hall. Top of the key, Taylor. Taylor travels.
I'm going to call him pushing off on a foul, actually.
Oh, really? Did they?
Wow.
Huh. Well, that's Taylor's first. Team's second. And Alton will bring the ball up court. As soon as the man wearing the stripes hands it to him, and he does, and the inbound pass comes in for Gary. Gary over this way, and that is Edwards, who hit a couple of big three-pointers in that first half. Now back out to Woods. Over on the far side for Rivers. Rivers hands the ball off to Tate. Tate hands the ball to the wrong guy, but we'll take it because that guy is Nate Hall. Over the shoulder pass to Smith for 2 points.
Edwards there left all alone there. Had to commit to Hall, and Smith lays it in. Long three, no good.
Yeah, Edwards with another long three from way downtown, and this time Collinsville comes away with the rebound. Rayshawn pulls up inside the perimeter, takes the shot, and hits for 2. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Alton Redbirds, with Collinsville leading by a score of 45-29, and we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Alton High School, Todd Duke, Zach Roseman, Chris Kettler along with you. Chris Kettler's got a score. What was it? Edwardsville Mosquito?
Edwardsville was up like 61-27 on Mosquito. Fallon leads Belleville West 27-25 at the half, and Belleville West surprisingly beating Eastside 29-17 at the half.
Well, Belleville West is catching a little fire here late in the season, aren't they?
Beat O'Fallon last week.
Yeah. All right, here's Alton back to work, and over on the far side, that's Gary with a dribble drive floater that will not fall. Rebound belongs to Nate Hall, and the Kahawks bring it back up looking for more. 90 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. Under the basket, KJ gets the pass, but we're going to have a foul call. This one's going to go against Maury Woods. Nope, they're going to call it against Tate. That'll be his first for Lonnie Tate, and the team's 4th.
Sean was ready to dish it off to KJ. Tate just...
Yeah, that was going to work.
It was going to work. KJ did get through the hold, but referee decided to call the foul.
Taylor inbounds to Kawan Smith. Smith back near midcourt, and over on his left side he has Nate Hall, but Smith is going to dribble and drive and dump it off to Logan Carlisle for 3. Yes!
That's got to work. Just drive in right there and then kick it out. That's got to work, and Logan Carlisle knocks it out 3.
Nicely done there, Mr. Carlisle. Missed that shot. That's why he came on off the bench sometimes. There's another turnover. Rayshawn bounces the ball to himself. Oh! Adrian Jones is fouled by Maury Woods, and Jones goes flying head first into the mat. That's tacked up to the wall on the other side of the basket.
It's like a big water bottle or something there.
Yeah.
They went crashing
water
into.
Jug. They're not even going to call a foul on it. It's just out of bounds.
Scouts had a 3-on-none there. It was nice to get the easy basket, but they'll maintain possession here in the last minute of the third quarter.
There is Taylor. Over to Smith. in front of the scorer's table. Smallest scorer table in the area, by the way. Here is Rayshawn into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound comes out the other side for Alton. They bring it up to Jones. Jones off the glass for two.
Cavs have done a good job getting back on defense and transition. That was the first time they've really gotten beat back. It's an easy basket underneath for Alton. Now let's see if the Cavs will settle for the last shot here, and they'll get the ball to start the fourth quarter if they maintain the arrow.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Kawan Smith trying to work his way around Edwards. Edwards hauls him down. No call.
He fell down, and Coach Lee called timeout.
I think he got tugged on a little bit, too, when he fell down. Coach Lee calls a timeout before Alton could get possession of that basketball. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here for this one since there's only 15.8 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. I thought I saw a tug, maybe not.
Where was that? That was at Granite. They were slip sliding all over the place.
Yeah, they were.
Haven't seen any problems like that here tonight.
No, I guess just trying to turn the corner too tight and blew a tire. 15.8 to go here in this third quarter. Collinsville up 48-31. Collinsville right now outscoring Alton 18-6 in this third quarter. Third quarter, by the way, has been the best quarter, I think, for Collinsville all year.
Well, you can definitely believe that. You know, you look at the two games in the second day of the Holiday Classic, which they were trailing on both games at the half, and then came storming back in the third quarter. Here's
Taylor for three. Yes! Rayshawn, little fist pump as he goes by the bench. And he hits his first three-pointer of the night, does Rayshawn. Almost got a steal there. Here's Edwards trying for three. No good, and that's the buzzer. And at the end of three, Collinsville with a 20-point lead now over the Alton Redbirds, 51-31. And we are back with the fourth quarter in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Fourth quarter set to get underway here as we're back in Alton. I'm Todd Duke, Chris Kettler on the other microphone, and Zach Roseman on the camera. Kahawks do indeed get the ball to start off this fourth quarter as Nate Hall will inbound right below our location. Into the backcourt it goes to Rayshawn Taylor. Collinsville has a 51-31 lead after out scoring
Great defensive
Alton
quarter.
21-6 in that third quarter.
Great defensive quarter by the Kahawks.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and a dunk by David Granger, and that gets the student body cheering section pumped up over there on the far side.
Skeet steals this one away.
And back the other way we go. Here's a chance for Hall on a dunk. Back-to-back slams by Collinsville as they want to put an exclamation point on this one. Rivers gets it over to Jones. Jones with a head fake, drives just outside the left lane. Boy, I tell you what, Rayshawn went up there and smacked that ball like a highlight player, man. Little handball going on.
Great push here with the Kahawks, really extending this lead out, all set up there by saving that possession with the timeout at the end of the quarter. They come out flying here for the fourth.
They give that foul to, I already had him down for one. That would have been his second.
Right, the scoreboard's messed up because they reset everything at the half.
That's
so
true.
All the fouls have been wrong.
Edwards hits one. And back to the free throw line. Edwards has hit 3 of 3 in this game from there. Man, I was hoping that jinx was going to work. Didn't work, did it? Not that time. Here's Taylor. 55-33, Collinsville with the lead. And a bump to Taylor by Jones. So that wasn't a backcourt violation. Here is Kawan Smith. One-hand pass over to Carlisle. Back to Smith. Smith, dribble, drive, wide open lane. Can't get it to fall, though. And Granger, along with Woods, going for a jump ball, and they clamped on together, and possession arrow says the ball belongs to Alton.
Steve tried to hold up as much as possible, hoping Granger would come crashing in and finish that one off. He was a little slow to it, but he did enough to get the tie up. The arrow was for Alton.
Here is Maury Woods. Woods drives to the right side of the lane. Oh, boy. They're going to call that goaltending? He smacked that ball up against the glass.
Ball's definitely not even over the
Nope, that was a horrible call, I thought.
There. Or even, I think, heading down at all. Seemed like a clean block there.
Yeah, sure did.
But,
I mean,
the bucket.
He wasn't even standing underneath the basket waiting to try to goaltend. He came flying in from the black stripe there that is the edge of the volleyball court and went straight at the backstop and smacked it up against the backstop. I didn't see that call at all. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith dribbles, drives, and left-hand lane, good for 2.
That time he just stayed to the left, said, I'm going to lay this one in myself. They thought he was going to go to the right. I got a left hand.
Over here on the wing to Woods. Woods in front of what's left of the Alton student body cheering section. There was a lot more there at halftime, wasn't there?
There was a lot more there for the third quarter.
Yeah.
Taylor on the foul.
His second. Each team with 4. Celadini's going to come back in. Kadrian Jones is going to come back in as Logan Carlisle and Nate Hall head to the bench.
Good minutes from Carlisle.
Yeah. Hit a key three-pointer.
Key three-pointer. He was slowed by the injury, like I said before, and I see him getting back out there and contributing on this team, a senior.
Here's a three-point shot from way downtown. That one hits the fat part of the iron, bounces right to the hands of Maury Woods. High off the glass, can't get it to fall. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds by Woods.
Woods has the nose to the ball. He's trying to keep it with him, gets the one rebound, just about gets the other one, but knocks it out of bounds. It's a good player.
Tell you what, man, I don't know if I'm failing on the rebounding effort over here, but I got Collinsville out rebounding Alton right now, 22-10.
I believe it.
Here is Kawan Smith over to Geladini. Geladini almost lost control of the ball. That's because he was fouled from behind by Rivers. That'll be Rivers' 3rd foul.
Initially did lose control of the ball, then in his effort to bring it back, Rivers all over him.
5:48 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Inbound pass will head into the backcourt from Geladini to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings it up across the line. Still being guarded pretty closely there by Jones. Now a little separation. Geladini being watched by Rivers. Back over to Taylor. Taylor right at the end of his bench in front of Aaron Moulton. Brings it back around, and another foul is going to belong to Maury Woods. That should be his 3rd. Oh, they're going to give it to somebody else. They're going to give it to Jones. His 2nd. 6th team foul. So one more, and Collinsville will be at the line for the rest of the night. Geladini from right in the middle of his bench will inbound.
It's Alton intention here to start fouling Collinsville, get the ball back, and send the line. Here's Rayshawn.
Toe from the free throw line. He doesn't miss many of those, Rayshawn Taylor. He hits that one. And here is Woods for 3, and that one's good. His 2nd three-pointer of the night.
It's a matchup there. Rayshawn done a good job guarding Woods. Now here Smith driving in.
Oh, nice fingertip roll there by Kawan Smith.
Oh, that's proof they haven't been able to stop that. 2nd time in a row he's gotten the basket like that.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And another three-pointer. Man, oh, man. Man, Three-pointers are raining in from everywhere around this town. Expecting one to come in from the Argosy Casino here in just a little while.
I don't have any there.
Do what?
So they don't have any there.
No? All right.
Spent too much time there in my life.
You know, I've never been there. When I go doing the gambling thing, I go over to Lumiere. It's a lot closer to my house than Alton is, that's for sure. Timeout on the floor, 20-point game, 61-41. Collinsville has the lead, and taking a look ahead, the Kahawks' remaining schedule. Tuesday versus Edwardsville, 1 week from tonight at Belleville West. We'll have both of those games for you here on the Kahawk Sports Network. The following week, a Tuesday home matchup against Belleville East. We will have that game for you as well. And then the season finale will be 2 weeks from tonight, and that'll be at East St. Louis, and we will not have that game for you on the Kahawk Sports Network. Almost about ready time for me to take a break. Got a busy week next week, man. I got the possibility of having a game every night next week. If the hockey series, the semifinal series between Collinsville and Freeburg-Waterloo goes the distance, all 3 games, then I will have a game every night next week. If it doesn't, then I'll have Thursday off, and that's it.
Got hockey playoffs,
Monday.
basketball playoffs.
Yeah.
Boys basketball team, a couple games.
Seedings come out for the boys this coming Thursday, so 6 more days for those.
Rayshon stepped out of
and
bounds.
Rayshon stepped out of bounds. He's done that a couple of times tonight. 10th turnover for Collinsville. 12 on the boards for Alton.
So the thing about Alton here is even when they get down 20, 25 points, they only know one speed here. They're just going to keep going, and they're going to keep chucking up these threes.
There's Rivers. He'll kick it back out. Here comes one of those threes, and that one's short off of the hands of Jones, and the rebound makes it into the hands of Smith, and then the ball off of the top of the tennis shoe there of Cameron Edwards and out of bounds.
For that skip pass over there to Granger was Taylor.
Gelladini will inbound right at the end of his bench, does so to Taylor. Rayshon became the second player in Collinsville history to hit 2,000 points in that loss against Simeon. He did it from the free throw line. Am I correct? I think so, yeah.
He was stuck on the 1999
1999
for a long time, and then finally got 2 free throws, his final 2 points of the game.
Gelladini gets double team. Handoff to Rayshon Taylor by Granger. Rayshon with an acrobatic shot. No good, but with the putback is Kadrian Jones. Here comes Alton halfway through quarter number 4. Drive by Rivers. Rivers lost control of the ball and his feet. Granger picks up the loose rock, and Collinsville brings it up. Here is Rayshon Taylor. Taylor, top of the key, into the lane, fingertip roll on a nice little flight there by Rayshon. 3:40 left to play, and a handoff goes to Jones, and Jones will pop it from just inside the paint, won't fall in, and there is Kadrian Jones on the other end. Jones picking up a rebound of a Jones.
Slowing it down here, and even when in doing that, the last possession, that led Alton to be stuck there, and now
there's
he
Smith
drives
with
in.
Yeah, he drives in with another floater. Oh, gets banged around by a couple of players, and then losing the handle on the ball was Edwards, but Woods finds it, goes back up, and gets fouled, so Woods will head to the line for 2.
Yep. This one got him there, and that'll be his 5th of the night.
Gelladini just fouled out of this game. Say what?
Okay, Brent's 5th foul of the game. I just gotta get him out here. The refs making sure he knows, and Logan Carlisle will come in, and Woods will go to the line for the Redbirds.
So Gelladini fouls out with 7 points at the line. Maury Woods misses that one. And Woods has only hit one of his previous 5 free throws tonight. This is number 6 coming up here. And he makes that one. Reverse jinx, right? 65-42. Collinsville with the lead. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith at midcourt. Once again, tries to work that right side of the lane. Kicks it over to Granger. Granger out to Rayshon Taylor. Rayshon had to go up to the ceiling to make sure that one didn't go in the backcourt. Kick it out to Carlisle. Carlisle bluffs the 3, but he travels.
Not sure what he wanted to do there. I think he really wanted to take the shot.
Then he changed his mind.
Everybody's saying, keep going. got a big lead, but work the clock. Nice to see him just take the shot. If it goes in, if it doesn't, we're up 23.
Speaking of clock, 2:45 to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's a shot far along the baseline by Woods. It doesn't go, and Taylor picks up the rebound for Collinsville. Here is Rayshawn, up to 18 points tonight for the Collinsville senior. And has that ball poked away for a moment by Jones, but Rayshawn stays with it. Puts on a dribbling clinic out there as well. Here is Skeet. Does the same thing. Bounce pass to Granger. That's picked off by Woods, who feeds it over to Rivers. Rivers in. Can't get it to roll. Rebound Woods, and he's fouled.
There's the banging going on here. Alton not falling off the dogs yet.
That's the third foul for Rayshawn. Back to the free throw line, Maury Woods, and he misses again. So he has his 8th shot coming up at the free throw line, and he's made just 2. 52.4% on the year, so I guess that's about right. Misses both of them there. Jones in with the rebound.
Struggle day for Woods at the line.
There is Kawan Smith. Smith across the line. I believe Tuesday I'm going to interview Kedrian Jones during the pregame show. One of the only seniors I have not interviewed besides Logan Carlisle. KJ picks up his 3rd foul.
Might finish his day off there. Good job. Really set the pace there. Collins will pound the ball into him. Great job rebounding.
And Kawan Smith at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Hits that one. Skeet comes in as a 72% free throw shooter, hitting 54 of 75 before that shot. And he has one more coming his way. Good.
Get Chambers and Jackson Lee in here in the next stoppage of play.
There is Woods. He does a little hopscotch through the lane, and he's fouled by Granger. Wow, they just turn up that speaker or what? Woods back to the line. I mean, if you're going to foul somebody, might as well be number 0, right?
Yeah, he struggled from the line here. Maybe just get the stop here, get Chambers and Lee into this game after this free throw.
That one is no good as well. Struggles continue for Maury Woods. He hit 1 of 2 in the first half. So far, 1 of 5 here in the second half with one more shot coming up. Granger and Rayshawn Taylor, their night is done. Josh Chambers and the coach's son, Jackson Lee, checks into this game. One more shot coming here for Woods, and he'll hit that one. And then Alton wants to make some player changes as well. Lathan O'Quinn comes into the game, and Keith Smith, wearing number 13, comes into the game.
Collins looking somebody get Skeet in here, yeah. Graff will come in.
Graff comes in for Kawan Smith. And Jackson Lee with the inbound pass to Caleb Bollinger. So all the starters are out. Here is Bollinger as we have 1:45 to play here in this fourth quarter. Over to Graff, inside now to Chambers, back outside for Bollinger. This is the future, folks. This is what your team's going to look like next year.
Yeah, got 4/5 of the JV out there, except Carlisle, who's a senior.
Right.
Chambers gets that bucket. He had 19 in the JV game.
Nice. Was he the leading scorer in the JV game?
He had 19, Ballinger had 19, and Trey Swigert had 18. So they're all right close. So yes, he technically was one of 2 leading scorers.
I ran into Trey Swigert in the hallway when I was standing there waiting for Coach Lee to come out of the locker room, and he walks up to me and goes, "You going to interview me?" Of course, I work at the school where his brother goes, so I tell you, they're both characters, man. Damian and Travion are both characters.
They're characters, they're fun.
Yeah. Here is Bollinger. At the top of the key for Graff, over to this side for Carlisle. Carlisle gives it up to Graff, and we have 40 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Graff dribbles into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound is being volleyed for, and it's the Alton Redbirds who come away with it. They bring it up, and here is Rivers. Rivers will punch it over here to Tate. Back out to Rivers. Now over on the far side for Lombardi. Gets it to Smith. Rivers with it, top of the key as we're down to the final 10 seconds left to go in this one. Lombardi for three. He'll hit it. Big three-pointer there off the bench for Lombardi, and that's going to do it. Final seconds tick off. Collinsville wins this one by a final score of 69 to 46. Collinsville wins game number 25 on the year and improved to 25-2, 7-1 in conference play, while Alton drops to 11-15, and they are now 1-8 in conference play. Time now to move into the postgame program, brought to you by Culp Jennings Florist. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. If you forgot about Valentine's Day and you procrastinated that long, well, you are what we call SOL. So, Culp Jennings Florist cannot help you right now, but in case you did forget, they can probably help you get out of the doghouse come tomorrow morning. So they probably have some roses left and some nice slim pickings of some Valentine's Day stuff for all you procrastinators and all you forgetful knots. So give Culp Jennings Florist a call tomorrow if you need to, 344-0404, or online at culpjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Culp Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Culp Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Culp Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Culp Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Culp Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at culpjennings.com.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Back here at Alton High School, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman and Chris Kettler along with you. Collinsville wins this one tonight by a score of 69-46. Kahawks improved to 25-2 on the year and 7-1 in Southwestern Conference play as they have their eye on that Southwestern Conference trophy. Here's how it all went down. Collinsville led by 4 after one quarter of play. Collinsville never did trail in this game, although it got close a couple of times. 14-10 was the score after one quarter of play. Collinsville had a 4-point lead. They tacked on one more point after a 16-15 second quarter, so the Kahawks had a 5-point lead at 30-25 after the second quarter. They came out of the locker rooms. Collinsville on fire. 21-6, they outscored Alton in that third quarter to take a 51-31 lead into the fourth and final quarter, and they outscored Alton in that fourth quarter as well, 18-15. So Collinsville outscoring Alton in that second half, 39-21. And Collinsville doing a lot better job of making the shots, and especially on the boards today, man. They were on fire as far as rebounds are concerned, as Collinsville assistant coach Eric Anderson joins us and gets the headset on. That's a nice win after a week off and some tough practices.
Yeah, it was a nice win. This is a tough place to play, We haven't won here in a while.
How long has it been since you won here? I didn't even look at that part.
We were trying to think of that. It's been a while.
I think I've had that written down here somewhere or another. I don't know. I usually have that stuff. Last time we won at home, last time they both won at home.
It might have been when Darren Foster, Gus Wellmaker, that group.
Yeah. Last year, because you guys lost here by 2 points last year and won by about 14 at Collinsville. So, yeah, I usually have that stuff written down. Okay,
anyway.
Let's talk about your team there for a minute. A little bit of a rough start as far as the shot. I know you guys have been working on, man, we're getting wide open looks. They're just not falling in for us. It started that way in this game too, but as it progressed, things started to fall a little bit better and a little bit faster for your guys.
Yeah, we worked all week on, going against the box and one, facing different types of zones, recognizing what zone they're in, and then looking to attack. And I thought our guys did a decent job. We had some open shots, and we don't have to make every shot. We just got to make enough to keep teams honest, and I think we did that tonight.
Yeah, and I think my stats are always unofficial, but
sure,
I had you guys out rebounding them 26-12. You guys were just dominating the boards tonight.
Yeah, we have a size advantage against Alton, and we wanted to exploit that a little bit. They had a player not play, number 15, and gives them some size and some rebounding. So I'm not sure why he didn't play, but that's an advantage to us. Get some points in the paint, and if we can knock down a few perimeter shots, that's a bonus.
Yeah. Third quarter has seemed to have been your quarter all year long this year. You outscored Alton in that quarter 21-6.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about third quarter, but these guys come out ready to play in the second half, and it's been a strength of ours.
And Rayshawn, he struggled a little bit as well at the beginning of that game. 6 points in the first half, but ended up with almost 20. He got 18.
Yeah, they came out in the box and won, and, Rayshawn's so unselfish in that regard. He doesn't get frustrated, and he's a distributor, and he knows he's going to have to be patient. But we made enough shots, got him out of the box, and then we started getting him the ball a little bit more. And the second half, we got our transition game going.
Right.
I think that was the big difference. So it kind of woke us up a little bit.
Kawan Smith had a skeet style of a night. He was in there for a bunch of steals, creating havoc, 17 points.
Yeah, we had a good week of practice. These guys got after it, and it was a total effort. JV and varsity were getting after it, and I felt like the beginning of the week, JV was kind of taking it to the varsity as far as effort-wise, and we got on the varsity a little bit, and they matched the intensity, and I thought overall it helped both teams get a little bit better.
Nice to see Logan Carlisle get back into a varsity game after a while off and hit a big three-pointer.
Yeah, he had that ankle injury, and he just hasn't been the same, but he's starting to get back to full strength. And, if we can get him going these last few weeks here of the season, that'd be a nice little addition.
Got a couple of tough games next week, Tuesday at home versus Edwardsville, and then Friday on the road at Belleville West. There's no easy game in the Southwest Conference.
There's really not. These last 4 games are going to be, a battle, and everyone knows each other so well. Edwardsville is going to do something similar. They're going to sit back, not guard some guys, and going to give us some open looks, and they're going to make us make some shots before they get out there and guard them. So hopefully we can do that.
Your JV team wins 66-53. You had 3 guys in double digits, almost 3 guys hit 20.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good job. We've gotten a lot better defensively.
Well, if you're going up against the varsity team all the time, I can see why.
And they get chewed on in practice if they don't put forth max effort because they have to bring it every day. Otherwise, they get embarrassed. But, they battle. And one thing we're doing is rebounding it, and that's really helped our defense.
All right, sir. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Tuesday.
All right, so I appreciate it.
Thank you. That is Eric Anderson, the assistant head coach here for the varsity side, and the head man in charge of the junior varsity side. We'll continue to give you some numbers here as we go along, and the leading scorer in this one was Rayshawn Taylor with his 18 points. Kawan Smith right behind him with 17, and then we had a pair of 8s by Kadrian Jones and David Granger. 7 points for Geladini before he fouled out. Nate Hall hit 6. Logan Carlisle had 3, and Josh Chambers late in the game had 2 points. Leading scorer for Dana Morgan and his Alton Redbirds, Maury Woods with 15. Andrew Jones had 13. Cameron Edwards with 10, so 3 of their players into double digits. After that, 3 points for Bowling, 3 for Lombardi, and 2 for Jamarcus Gary. Mentioned the rebounds. Collinsville out rebounding Alton 26-12. Turnovers were almost dead even. Alton had 13. Collinsville had 12. And from the three-point stripes, Collinsville finally got a couple of three-pointers there at the end. They ended up hitting 3 of 10, while Alton hit 8 of 14. Kahoks went 9 of 12 from the free throw line, while the Alton Redbirds went 12 of 20. Final thoughts there, Mr. Chris Kettler.
I see a team get back on track. I think this will put really any doubts aside. If anybody was worried about, the so-so game with Granite and the couple losses in our last 4 games, I think the Kahoks are coming for this conference title and don't want to get denied. And it looks like they're going to get plenty of help here from some of the other teams that were right behind us with them maybe probably going to be losing here. So looking good for getting that conference title. We'll see how it goes the last 2 weeks here with these last 2 games, and we still got Rayshawn closing in on that all-time scoring record that he'll get it here at some point. Edwardsville, I think, held him to one of his lower point totals, and then they can really get it on defense, so it might be hard to get it against Edwardsville, but it'll happen when it happens.
Yep, I'm hoping sometime next week. We've got both games, the Edwardsville game Tuesday and the Belleville West game on Friday, and right now Rayshawn sitting 22 points away from tying Tom Parker for that all-time record. Big thank you over there to Chris Kettler and over here to Zach Roseman. Thanks to Coach Lee on the pregame show and Coach Anderson on the postgame show. Next up for you, Monday night, we have hockey action for you from Granite City. Collinsville in game number 1 of a best-of-3 series between the Kahawks and the Raging Bulldogs of Freeburg-Waterloo. And that game is set for 7:30. We'll have that game on the Facebook page, so no pregame show and all that good stuff, but we'll be on around 7:25 or just before they start that one. So until Monday, I am off to Nashville tomorrow. So you folks have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk again on Monday.